What's up, Trekkies? Hi, so we've got, well, obviously the Wonderland's coming out. We knew that was coming because I saw that last week. However, apparently, as it is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 hours after I normally would have recorded this because I thought Cryptic would be in the spirit of giving for this holiday season and actually not wait until the day before post the ship stats. So I'm gonna go over, like I do pretty much every year, happens during the holiday event. Fair warning for those who have not done this before. Ryza is more classier. Ryza somewhat takes itself seriously. This is, oh my god. There are snow Borg, and they use the term resistance is futile. Get guns that shoot snowballs or icicle. There's even a snowblower, I mean a flamethrower, but whatever. I'm for serious. Do not take this holiday seriously, aside from ice skating. That is, for what Ryza is ease with the, that ice thing is no joke. If you can, get the little skatey boots, because it'll help. But don't worry, but maybe not the skatey boots, because they can make you go faster. Very, very, very arg. Anyways, something new this year apparently is Klingon ice fishing. Get a fist weapon, and you through the ice and you pull up fish. I don't know how it works. Once then, they didn't really talk about how it is. There's just a picture of the guy basically kneeling down in superhero landing with his fist in the ground, and I was like, he's got a fist weapon on. He's got a fist in the ice. This will happen at the bottom of every hour. Much like on Ryza, there is a little drop down that'll be up in this corner, at least for me, and it drops down and it tells you when everything will happen. This says the bottom of every hour, so you can just think right away that's the bottom of the clock, so 30. Other events that will take place are the village is under attack. Best to use area of effect stuff on that. Yeah, the big guy shows up and you can use like an icicle sniper rifle on that. Big guy that shows up, you know, midway through, but really what helps is mowing everything down in that one. Just when it comes to the Borg, the snow Borg invasion, you can pull off the smaller little or kind of a split beam, Like I use the dual pistols, mainly because I can't really make that sound very well, but it makes that sound like that. I also have the sniper rifle, which is a giant icicle. That works really well when going for a boss, especially when you go into the cute instance. Apparently when you do ice fishing, you will pull up candy fish, you throw them in a sacrifice thing, and then a giant candy gummy worm snake, dune worm comes out and like eats it, and then you shoot it. Looks like it's taking place on the regular lake, so maybe they're dropping the snowman. The guy, like the snowman army will show up. Like there's just like snowmen all over. Or that one's gonna be up too. I don't know. They're cramming a lot of events into this. However, the repeating event that will get you the ship, which right here, you know, and this thing sells, is the ice skating. And that one, don't worry, if you screw it up, just go back to the guy up in the pavilion. You'll say failed. Click that, restart it, go back down, talk to the brain guy. It takes a bit to feel this one. I don't get it right the first time. After about 4 or 5 days, I get a feel for it. But I've also done this for 5 years in a row, so I get it. Do not get too terribly. It's the only way really to get a hold of winter vouchers, but it's not the end all be all if you don't get it the first time. Just spend a little bit, understand it, use the freezy boots if you got them. If you don't, just figure out the path. Really, once you understand the path and you understand where you know, how to slide, that's the idea, is you gotta figure out how to slide. Once you figure out how to slide a little bit, as I found out with this one, it's best to move it into first-person shooter mode, kind of. That helps you navigate a little bit easier, but still, it's not even that great. The ship is going to be a breen Boalg warship. I don't have stats on it. I keep refreshing because I think, like I said, that it's going to be fun, but it's not. They're not up yet. They're not probably be up until tomorrow. But it's a warship. Taking a wild guess, there's something involving probably temporal operative, because that's the newest specialization. Engineering and tactical, because if a ship comes out and it's not stroking the ego of a tactical officer, why is the ship in the game? Oh, right, because it's either to stroke the ego of a tactical officer or to piss him off. And they don't want to piss him off because they make up 57% of the player base. Ugh! It says it's a fearsome warship. Massive vessel, so it's probably absolutely physically huge. You will not be able to see it on display anywhere, so unless someone gets it early by paying with, because you can buy it with low buy. If you have a butt ton of low buy, you don't have to worry about the thing. You can just, low buy? Yeah, with low buy, you can just buy the winter vouchers. You got a lot of low buy. You don't have to go do the skating, or you can try to figure out the skating to do it for free, or if you can't really do the skating, you're like, just screw this, just use your low buy. Ephos, they have horns that look like reindeer. They're red and green. They're so obscenely red and green, they remind me of something gummy. This year they've added in winter sweaters, which are gaudy and awful. And apparently there's also a Swedish swordfish that you can fight. So that's Tsukake Falchion, that style fighting, because they've got batleths. Sorry, it's a candy cane batleth. And they've got lurpas, which I think are candy cane lurpas, but the sword, it's like candy cane, not really. So you got a Swedish swordfish and it's adorable. There are also things you'll be able to buy this year. There's an ability for your ship, a bridge officer training, that kind of freezes your ship. I forget what it's called. I like it. I used to use it because it's a slowing effect, and anyways, it's actually really cool. It's an engineering ability, so if you want to have something that acts like a science ability but is an actual engineering ability, kind of like aceton beam is a dot, then you might want to use this. I forget what it's called, but it's in the store. Also, there is previous kits, which I forget what they are. I think the endothermic conduction field, which is basically exothermic for science, but it's frost instead of fire. This year they've added on, for engineering, freeze armor, which is weaken armor, but better. And it probably will like freeze them, because it says it freezes, it weakens, it slows, and deals damage over time, which I don't think weaken armor does, or whatever. Expose armor. Fuse armor. Fuse armor like might do some electrical damage and slow them down, but this is like freezes and weakens. It seems like an upgraded version. Tactical Kid module is a micro-cryonic warhead. It's small, it's cryonic, it's a warhead. It has all the benefits of something that explodes and freezes anything within its blast radius, so it's a ice bomb. And then the science kit is basically cryonic pulse. I'm thinking it's sonic pulse, but it says here, we understand such the plight. We made a kit module that just, sometimes we all need to just freeze our enemies and eject them from our current position so we can think more clearly. We understand such a plight, and we made a kit module just for that. So it's probably like sonic pulse, but icy, and it pushes them away and freezes them. I mean, that sounds pretty cool. You will not be able to use any kit modules. No kit modules in the freeze them instance. However, now that's where all of this stuff. You do the little instance, which is the gingerbread village. You do the ice thing, which is gingerbread village. There's a lot of gingerbread. Oh my god. If you do all of this stuff, you wind up getting like sleigh bells and Bajoran incense and all this stuff. You get just butt tons of it. That's how you buy the new stuff, the kits and stuff. That's the winter vouchers are the only thing that go for the thing. There is a competitive race, and I think I tried it once and I screwed it up, and I was like last place and I got lost and had to beam out, and I never did that once again. Fleets can also take part in the festivities by completing a new fleet project. Once completed, their starbase can proudly display the 2016 Breen ship ornament, which, if you're Federation, it's in the center area above the open hole that looks down. You see all the shuttles. Above it, you can turn on 2016 and it'll have a holographic ship. If your fleet's done the previous years, it'll show the same thing. That's pretty much that for going on here. Links are below. Tomorrow, now you're gonna have to do your own time change for this. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. PST, Pacific time. Check the third link. Third link below is basically the thing that I use to show STO-NEWS articles, because I search their forum, whatever. So 9 a.m. PST, we'll say noon EST. You figure out what you got from there. Check it from there, because they like to post stuff at 9 a.m. Like Q's Winter Wonderland, Monday, November 28th, 9 a.m. Winter Event 2016 rewards, November 29th, 2016, 9 a.m. I checked at 10, I checked at 11, I went and did errands, so that's that. I will put an annotation, I will put a link here at the end Subscribe. Every Tuesday is more Star Trek stuff. That's a video to last year's thing, so if you want to know any new stuff that happened last year that'll be on the little store, that'd be great. That's cool. And I will catch you guys next week for more Trek Tuesday, probably talking about the ship stats. And then, yeah, catch you later.